Bitch. She could have been a bad bitch with alopecia.
Oh, I see no.
That's what it was.
No, she was an okay bitch. I could tell by her bitches.
Well, there's nothing wrong with being an okay bitch.
What?
Oh, this bitch done lost the man. As long as you're not a basic bitch.
Okay, she found it.
A kiss.
How about you kiss him first? What?
No, I want you to kiss me on the lips.
All right, okay. Hey. What are your intentions with my mama?
Wait, intentions?
Yes, intentions. Are you trying to get her to change her will? Live off her pension checks?
Of course not. I'm gonna take care of her.
Oh, you think I'm joking? Man, what are your intentions with my mother? Are you roping her in like you always do? I will fight you.
Boy, if you don't get them dishpan hands out my face, I didn't rope her, she roped me.
What?
Your mother's the one that wanted. Hey, Twitter, it's me, America's dad, O.J. Simpson. I just want to send a big shout out to my man Lauren Michaels and the whole gang over at SNL for doing another SNL at home. I know y'all thought y'all were only going to do the one, and then you realized that you had to do another one. Trust me, I can relate. But I'm glad that you all are doing it because everybody could use a good laugh these days. People are just too uptight and paranoid. You know, just the other day I took my mask off in the grocery store for 2 seconds, and you would have thought that I had killed somebody. Some lady screamed that Jimmy Pearson in my house.
You keep talking my house. Last I remember, it was our house. And I invited Jimmy Pearson over to...
Yeah, well, if that's him, I'm going to uninvite him.
Now, James.
No, baby, take it easy. I'm going to be polite. I'm going to be real gentleman-like. You ain't welcome here.
Mixed mother, you were constantly tested on your blackness. Name the Fab Five, name the Jackson Five, name all the members of the Wayans family. Do you know? No, Mom, come on, you're the whitest person.
Mentions a dog. Right. Our Ummah often doesn't understand what is haram and what isn't. Nothing in and of itself is haram. It's a matter of how we choose to engage with it. Alcohol, for example, isn't haram. Drinking it is. The rules are very important in our faith.
He's only been in for a year. We need to give him time.
Right. Sure. Trump is an eccentric, but so are so many of our great leaders. Okay, imagine if Lincoln had Twitter. Or Teddy Roosevelt had Snapchat.
But he is moving us forward, and the rest is just noise. I just mean you have to look at what he's doing for people like us.
Like us?
Yeah.
Yeah, like us. Yes, successful self-made Americans. Yeah, don't hate us for wanting to keep our money, right? Yeah, come on. We work hard. We got rich as fuck on the backs of our own sweat and tears, and he wants to...
The caucus wants me to drop out. Release my delegates to McGovern.
Which one?
Take a pick. They both have been talking to high heaven ever since way back. A female president by 76, a black president, but when push comes to shove, it's like Pops always said, one hand won't clap, and they can't see it. Bella thinks I'm ego tripping. Gloria is just sitting on the fence. Why? Why am I the only one at this convention who thinks a black woman being president is worth the run?
Who's the first? The first what? The first Italian numbers banker you're going to enter into the congressional record.
Well, how the hell do I know?
You promised the congregation 1 Italian a week.
Why is Jack Kennedy playing possum with my identity to the civil rights legislation?
Adam, you're evading. Now, as much as I hate to admit it, you hit a nerve with that sermon. And some people put names in the suggestion box. You don't have to name names.
Well, who'd they put in the suggestion box?
That's the problem. No one named any Italians. Too frightened, I guess. But a Negro woman got named several times, Esther James. Apparently she delivers bags of cash between the Italians and the cops. They call her the bag lady.
Well, what damn good is that gonna do me? I'm supposed to be fighting for Negroes, not ratting them out. Don't worry, Roy.
So stop fucking around.
You're already here.
What?
The 7th Cavalry. They're in a truck, parked across the street. On the back of the truck is a tachyonic cannon, which they will use to involuntarily teleport me and then destroy me. I never want you to feel like he's there for you again. But honey, relapsing. That scared the hell out of me, darling. A lot. Blue, yeah. What do you think I need this, bud?
Babe, I need this.
Sorry.
You want to know why I didn't let you go through my purse this morning?
Why? You bought any of the others?
It's a bottle of pepper spray. Because sometimes I have to lock up the studio alone at night. And that didn't used to bother me, but now it does.
Making music with you. There are people who are depending on that club. This is all I got. You understand? This is it.
I can do it. If it's walking upright, I can do it. I can do. Oh. Here we have one and only Great. Oh, she shine now, Miss Timid Tell. There's a woman in there. Let her out. Let her out. Show it, girl. Feel it.
And then it happens. That moment when your breath starts to slow. And every time you breathe out all the oxygen you have. Everything stops. Your heart, your lungs, and finally your brain.
But I guess your wife wasn't particularly concerned with that when she went snooping through Mexican confidential patient files. What she did was a HIPAA violation, and that's a felony. Now, I know that kind of infraction rarely warrants such an aggressive approach, but in this case, when the information was used to sway a judgment on another felony charge, I can make a pretty strong argument for evidence tampering there.
You got my shit, man. I gotta get going. Yes, I do have your shit. But I think I have something you might want even more. $100,000. Now, something tells me if you plan on getting out of town, you can use the money. What I gotta do?
Sorry, Counselor, can we help you? Wrong courtroom, a little directionally challenged this morning. You think? Apologies to the court. Permission to approach the bench.
What the hell is going on?
Your Honor, the defendant is not wearing any pants.
What?
I don't believe this. You brought that woman into this courtroom without any pants? Here, wrap this around your waist.
We'll take it from here, Miss Carmichael.
Did anyone hurt you? Are you okay?
Yeah, was arrested like this. Kept saying they'd bring me sweatpants, but they never did.
I didn't know, Your Honor. I didn't.
If your client is in her underwear and you're covering your ass, you need a new lawyer. Your Honor.
Bailiff, seize those phones.
Did you even notice that she was half naked? Did you even see her?
She came out of the box like that.
What if that was your daughter?
You know what? Go to hell.
My Desert Island all-time top 5 most memorable heartbreaks in chronological order are as follows. Kevin Bannister, Kat Monroe, Simon Miller, Justin Kidd.
Okay, that's everything. I think.
I mean, you don't have to go this second.
I know, but I think it's best if I do, so.
Just stay for tonight.
No.
Okay, just stay for a drink then.
I don't think a drink's gonna do it, Rob.
How about 2 drinks?
Jesus Christ, can we just make this just a little bit easy, please?
Oh, I'm sorry. Is this inconvenient for you?
You know what? I'm just gonna go, all right?
It's just a lot. I know. Okay, and we're still processing everything. I just had to tell you.
So this means you're getting back with her?
No, I told you I want to be with you.
But you're having a baby with someone else.
But I didn't plan this, Issa. I don't want this to happen.
I know.
To say yes. But am I the mastermind criminal who pulled off a series of violent murders? Hell no. Who I am is a 53-year-old woman from Memphis, Tennessee, named Anna Mae Harkness. I am ambitious, Black, bisexual, angry, sad, strong, sensitive, scared, fierce, talented, exhausted. And I am at your mercy.
Everybody listening, your story is important.
Don't go thinking otherwise. Don't let your story go untold. You are important.
Your life has value. You go out and you live your life with your head held high, and you tell your story because I'm proof that there are folks out there who want to hear it.
All right, and welcome to the 4th annual Black Reel Awards for Television. I am Tim Gordon, and this is the very first time we've ever used this platform in order to do this or any of the other Black Reel Award shows. So the joke was going in that it felt a lot like, some of the watching Versus and some of those battles where you want to make sure that you start on time, all your technology works. And so I just want to welcome everybody. And for folks who are listening to us in Jamaica tonight, happy Emancipation/Independence Day for you guys, and for folks worldwide. Welcome to the 4th annual Black Reel Awards for Television. Before we went on the air, I was checking when we had released our nominations, and I think it was June the 18th. And so much has changed in entertainment over the last 6 weeks, from the time that these awards were voted on until the time that we are tonight. So I wanted to first, before we began, by recognizing the tremendous amount of work, and you saw them in the clips that aired in the montage put together by our very talented team led by our nomination chairperson, Cordell Martin. That there was so much quality, as there is every year on television, as we call it, the new updated golden age. I think what made this year so exhilarating to all of us was that there were so many new programs, or as we call them, freshman shows, that did quite well. And as you go through the nominations, you'll see shows like For Life, or you'll see shows like Simone Missick's drama. Hey, my apologies. I'm looking through so much information right now on what that show was called. High Fidelity, All Rise. My apologies. There were so many freshman shows, and then we had so many shows that were coming to a close. So Power is nominated tonight. I think Empire has a nomination tonight. High Fidelity, which was in its freshman season, has since been canceled between the time that we had nominations to tonight. So these nominations and this show itself is very dizzying, trying to keep up with a very expanding, even evolving situation as it relates to television, as we do this in the midst of a pandemic. So tonight we have 27 categories that were voted on by our Black Reel Award Voting Academy. that took place the week after we announced nominations. The process took 48 hours. We had judges who were in the television industry, whether they were writers, actors, producers, executive producers, as well as some of our Black Reel Award film voters who actually crossed over and voted with us this year. So we want to thank them for all their hard work. And these decisions were very, very difficult this year. As you can tell by the caliber of the nominees that we have, it was very, very difficult. And you'll see that there's some categories that you could almost throw a rock in any of the 5 nominees would work. But somebody had to emerge. And saying all that, we're just going to get right into it because I know people have been waiting, as I said, for 6 weeks. So without any further ado, I want to congratulate all of tonight's nominees and those who will go home with our top honors. The ones that will not win tonight, you're all winners because you're a nominee for what we deem to be a prestigious award. This 4th annual Black Reel Award, as I said, every year it gets more and more competitive, and this year is our apex. And really, really looking forward to the future for the Black Reel Awards for television. So with that being said, let us get started, and we will introduce our first nominee of the evening, or our first category. My apologies, not our first set of nominees will be in this category, which is Outstanding Supporting Actress in a TV, Movie, or Limited Series. And the nominees are Uzo Aduba for Mrs. America, Viola Davis, Troop Zero, Carmen Ejogo, Self-Made, inspired by the life of Madam C.J. Walker, Raven Goodwin, The Clark Sisters, First Ladies of Gospel, and Lexi Underwood for Little Fires Everywhere. And we talked about these categories being very competitive. Here's another one filled with several first-time nominees. But having said that, the Black Reel Award for television in this category goes to first-time nominee Lexi Underwood. Congratulations. She has won the Outstanding Supporting Actress in a TV, Movie, and Limited Series. Little Fires Everywhere, had an opportunity to watch that. And I thought that all the principals on that show, from Reese Witherspoon to Kerry Washington to Lexi Underwood, did an amazing job on that show. I know Lexi Underwood was overjoyed when she was nominated. It was her very first nomination as a professional actress, and now it's her first win as an actress. So congratulations to Lexi Underwood and the folks over at Hulu, and we will accept on her behalf. Up next is Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series. And we've talked all night about how competitive each of these categories were. You know, I keep talking about the golden age of television, and you'll hear me talk about this, you know, throughout the night. We now live in an era where there are services like HBO and Netflix and Amazon and Hulu and FX and Epix and so many of Disney Plus. There's so many different streaming services that are in addition to ABC, NBC, Fox, CBS. So you have cable service, I mean, you have major networks, you have streaming services, and you have everybody out there vying for attention for these shows, or different platforms that these shows are being introduced on. And the fact that our team, and I will go back once again to, you know, commending Cordell and the team that watches countless hours, and we get these submissions that come in, that I think we do an amazing job of trying to cover the industry from a niche of looking at it from African Americans and people from the African diaspora. And I'm very happy that the net has been spread so wide. So here's another category, and you know, one of 27 where all night long you will see these different categories that are so competitive. And as a person who founded this and doesn't have a vote, which I'm happy for, because it would be difficult for me to make some of the decisions that we have to make. So having said that, the nominees for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series are Regina Hall, Black Monday. Jennifer Lewis for Blackish. Marseille Martin, Blackish. Yvonne Orji, Insecure. And Natasha Rothwell for Insecure. And the Black Reel Award for Television goes to, wow, Yvonne Orji for Insecure. Congratulations to Yvonne Orji. If you watched Insecure, which came into the night with 10 nominations, you will know that it was a hugely popular show that also the other show, whose name we won't use, also found it to be a worthy nominee. Yvonne Orji's character, Molly, this season had an amazing story arc. And her story arc, and the voters must have really kind of felt what she was doing all season, because it elevated her to the top spot in this category. Regina Hall and Black Monday was excellent. And some of the other nominees, including Natasha Rothwell from Insecure and Marseille Martin, very, very good. But Yvonne Orji gets the top spot. The first win of the night for Insecure, that, as I said, comes into the night with 10 nominations. Cannot be happier for her. She's really having a breakout year, not just her work on the show, but her doing her first stand-up special, which was released over the summer. So one more time, congratulations to HBO and the crew at Insecure, as well as Yvonne Orji. Something tells me that Insecure will probably win more tonight. I don't know, because I haven't really seen these results, but hence, there you are. All right, so now we move on to our next category, which is Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series. And drama is generally of the three groups that we have. There's the dramatic categories, there are the comedy categories, and then it's the limited movie and TV series, TV specials that are featured. And drama every year is in the name. I mean, this year there was so much kind of evolution and not crossover, but there was so much transition that happened in the dramatic category. There was performances and shows that were mainstays over the first 3 years that some didn't get nominated, people didn't get nominated. As I talked earlier about there being a huge freshman influx of shows. So that would be evidenced in this category as well. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the nominees for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series. And the nominees are Zoe Kravitz from Big Little Lies, Gugu Mbatha-Raw, The Morning Show, Simone Missick, Altered Carbon, Thandie Newton, Westworld, and Susan Kelechi Watson from This Is Us. I mean, I've been saying it all night, and it goes without saying, wow, what a category that was. All 5 of those ladies, all of them are worthy. There's no one that's head and shoulders over the other. And let's find out who the Black Reel Award for Television goes to. Wow, congratulations to Thandie Newton from Westworld. Thandie Newton, familiar name, has won this award previously. Very talented, continues her stranglehold, Westworld, now I think going into its third season, am I correct? If not, my fact checkers will send me some information and flash it to me since we're going live. But Thandie Newton, congratulations to her, to the talented cast of Westworld, Jeffrey Wright, Tessa Thompson, and that whole crew there. Matter of fact, HBO, you guys as well. Thandie Newton, fine actress, very worthy in this category, but I could have said the same thing. This is their fourth year at Westworld. Am I correct? Yes? Okay, so the fourth year for Westworld. Thandie Newton takes home the Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Drama Series. Thank you to the fact check team that keeps me on my toes. And let us now transition and move on to our next category, which is Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series. This one ought to be very interesting because, again, with so much crossover in television, there were lots of shows where you had actors crossing over. And I know in the actress category, I have an idea of those nominees because a lot of those shows I've seen. But let me see if I'm surprised with our nominees this evening. And the nominees for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Comedy Series are Neil Brown Jr., Insecure, Sterling K. Brown, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, Eddie Murphy, Saturday Night Live, J.B. Smoove, The Last OG, and Blair Underwood for Dear White People. And I'm embarrassed to say I've seen all 5 of these, so this is interesting as well. Wow, Sterling K. Brown, of course, from This Is Us. Neil Brown, who was absolutely excellent and Insecure. Eddie Murphy is Eddie Murphy. J.B. Smoove with The Last OG, and Blair Underwood as a college professor. Wow, very tough. But let's see, the Black Reel Award for Television in this category goes to The Return of the King, Eddie Murphy, his first appearance on Saturday Night Live as a cast member. Well, not as a cast member, as a guest coming back to host since 1984. So, you know, Eddie Murphy, man, one of the most entertaining nights of sketch comedy in recent memory. It was so great to see him come back and give the audience joy and him have as much joy in the process of recreating many of the characters that he did. So congratulations to Eddie Murphy, to Lorne Michaels over at Saturday Night Live, to NBC, and fact check team. I think I'm going out on a limb by saying this is Eddie Murphy's first Black Reel Award for television win. I think I'm safe in saying that. If I'm not, I will be cross-checked. Correct is what I got back. So congratulations for Eddie Murphy, who is in the midst of a comeback. First it was Dolomite, Is My Name, where he won a Black Reel Award for that earlier this year. Now a Black Reel Award for television for his work on SNL, or his return to SNL. A very tough category because as I went through some of the names, Sterling K. Brown was absolutely magic on The Marvelous, on Mrs. Maisel. That was an amazing story arc that he had on that show. But Eddie Murphy, the King is back, Return of the King. So congratulations to Eddie Murphy, and let us continue moving on. So our next category is the Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series. And what I love so much, and you kind of hear me talking through the show about the work that many of these guest actors, where we know them from, like their day positions, it's so refreshing to see established actors crossing over and doing work as guests on shows. It's always been a joy when they can come in and really display some range and show that you know me for doing this here, but then I can come over here and either have some fun or bring some more dramatic chops to a role. And all 5 of tonight's nominees in this category were able to display that. So let's take a look at the nominees for Outstanding Guest Actor in a Drama Series. Asante Black for This Is Us. Chad L. Coleman, All American. David Allen Greer, Queen Sugar. Ron Stephens Jones, This Is Us. And Michael B. Jordan for Raising Dion. And the Black Reel Award for television in this category goes to, Chad L. Coleman for All American. Congratulations to Chad Coleman. Definitely not what I expected. I watched this story arc in the show. He was absolutely brilliant this year on that show, which I think has steadily picked up steam. And Chad Coleman is an actor who I've watched work over the course of years, and I'm glad to see him. And I hate to use the phrase breaking out, because if an actor has worked for a decade and a half, 2 decades, and he's kind of worked, his work has been so solid that you don't necessarily notice it. And then one day he plays a role that gets a lot of attention. He's not breaking out. It's not an overnight success. It's just that we finally found a role that a lot of people liked that he portrayed after a lot of hard work. So congratulations to Chad L. Coleman and to all the other nominees that were in that category. As I said, there are no gimme categories in the Black Reel Awards for television this year, and all these actors are to be commended. I assume we're taking a break right now because I'm told that we're at the end of, our first set of nominees. Am I taking a pause for the cause for a minute? I'm just asking because we're live. All right, and welcome back to the 4th annual Black Real Awards for Television. I love live. I mean, so I was just giving my instructions that we will be taking several pauses for the cause during the evening. So welcome back. If you have not had an opportunity, or you're just coming aboard and you missed the first block of nominations, if you go to Twitter right now, we have posted the winners. And as the show is live, we will be posting the winners all night long on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All right. So with that being said, congratulations to our first block of nominees. And now let us move on to our next category, which of course is Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series. And as we talk about these different disciplines, I don't want to sound redundant or repetitive or like a broken record, because you can say the same thing talking about the quality, talking about the product itself, how good these shows are, how great these performances are, how worthy these actors are. And I'll keep on saying it all night long, because, you know, I'm very proud of the fact that there's so much quality work that we get a chance to recognize on an annual basis, whether it's with the Black Reel Awards for film, which happens annually in February, and the Black Reel Awards for television that kicks off every August. So with that being said, let us look at the nominees for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Comedy Series. And our first nominee is Mahershala Ali. And is it Raimi? Yes, Raimi. Jay Ellis, Insecure. J.B. Smoove for Curb Your Enthusiasm. Kenan Thompson for Saturday Night Live. And John David Washington for Ballers. And the Black Reel Award for television in this category goes to, wow, Strange for Kenan Thompson, who just finished his 15th season at SNL. And this is the first time that Kenan has ever won in this category. So I am very, very happy for him. As you heard me say as a precursor before we went to break, that when we talked about Chad Coleman, the same can be said for Kenan Thompson. Here's a dude who is not just put in work on SNL, but, you know, with his former partner, when they were known as Kenan and Kel, films like Good Burger. Kenan Thompson, to me, feels like he's been around forever. So I am so happy to have watched his evolution over the last, 15 years on SNL and 20 years of his career. He took out some stiff competition. You had Mahershala Ali and Jay Ellis, who are much established in the shows, in their careers and in the shows that they're doing. So congratulations to Kenan Thompson. Once again, to Lorne Michaels and the folks over at SNL as they take home another win from that show and more sketch comedy work. So congratulations. SNL is doing quite well. That's at least two in the comedy group of nominees tonight, which I did not expect going in. So congratulations to Kenan Thompson and the rest of the nominees. And we accept on Kenan Thompson's behalf. All right, our next category, as we move back to drama, is Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series. And the dramatic work on screen in these films, man, you know, I remember several years ago, we were doing one of these broadcasts, and I really wanted people to understand what it meant to be a supporting actor. You know, when people think about being the lead or think about the perspective that the story goes through, you think about it from a lead, but you also need, much like, you know, you can have a shiny car, but you've got to have parts that support the car's performance, what the car looks like, how the car runs. And it's the same sort of a mindset when you think about working as a supporting actor. You may not get all the accolades of the main actor, but your performance, is crucial to supporting the lead actor and supporting a story and the rest of the cast. So here's an example as we look at the nominees for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a Drama Series of just how important these gentlemen have been. So now let us take a look at the nominees in this category. Giancarlo Esposito for Godfather of Harlem. Delroy Lindo, The Good Fight. Ashton Sanders, Wu-Tang, An American Saga. Lorenz Tate, Power. And Jeffrey Wright for Westworld. And you know, the Black Reel Award goes to, I was getting ahead of my thought, but the Black Reel Award for television in this category goes to Giancarlo Esposito for Godfather of Harlem. I was gonna say before I announce his name that here is yet another uber competitive category where you can make a case for any of these gentlemen. You know, you think about, you know, the RZA being portrayed by Ashton Sanders in Wu-Tang and American Saga. You think about Jeffrey Wright, who has been nothing short of, like, you talking about an actor who is steadily great in everything he does. He is spectacular in Westworld. You think about, I'm trying to think of one of the other nominees because I'm trying to think about Esposito's role in Godfather Harlem, playing Adam Clayton Powell. I think just fantastic. So, you know, as I said, I apologize if I sound like a broken record, if I sound redundant, if I sound repetitive, but I'm so very proud of so many of these actors who have breathed life or taken the words that screenwriters have given them and have created identities, worlds, have made us feel, whether it's anger, laughter, empathy, whatever you can do. Giancarlo Esposito is another great actor on a show, and I want to thank him as well as the team for Godfather Harlem. Forrest Whitaker is one of the producers of the show. The team at Epic, which is sort of I think this is Epic's first group of nominations for our Black Reel Award for television. I could be wrong, but my fact checker, yep, I was told, yes, I'm correct. So I'm very happy for him. Giancarlo Esposito, brother who has been putting in work since to me, I've noticed him working in Spike Lee's films since the mid 1980s. And brother just continues to amaze me with his range and level of professionalism and performances. So one more time, congratulations, Giancarlo Esposito, as well as all the nominees in this category. Godfather Harlem is on the board with their first Black Reel Award for television this evening. I'm not sure if they pick up more. I said I thought Insecure had a better shot. I don't know. So I am surprised along with you at home as we go through this. So congratulations to those guys, and let us move on to our next category. And that category is, of course, Outstanding Supporting Actor in a TV Movie or Limited Series. It kind of goes without saying that the TV Movie or Limited Series category was great this year. I mean, and there's a category that's coming up where literally, you know, if as a voter for me, I would have literally just put a blindfold on, took a rock and threw it, and anything I hit could have won. And I feel that way about a lot of these categories because at the end of the day, let's be very real about a thing, that there is no best, right? There is what people prefer. So, you know, when we talk about our Black Reel Awards every year, when it comes to film, there are films that people prefer that may be a favorite over something else. But if you are lucky enough to be one of the five, you did something really amazing to even get to being a nominee. So that's why I keep saying that after we congratulate everybody who wins, you also congratulate everybody who is nominated, because it is not easy. And there's so much content out there and so many performances. So I want to make sure people at home are keenly aware that we don't take any of this stuff for granted. So let's look at the nominees for Outstanding Supporting Actor in a TV, movie, or limited series. And the nominees are Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, Watchmen. Jovan Adepo, Watchmen. Titus Burgess, The Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt, Kimmy versus the Reverend. Bill Bellamy, Self-Made, inspired by the life of Madam C.J. Walker. Louis Gossett Jr., The Watchmen. A heavy Watchmen contingency here. This is going to be interesting to find out who this goes to, and I'll have more commentary because I thought all 5 of these gentlemen were really, really good. All of the time, it wasn't all equal. Some had longer arcs than others, but I thought all 5 of these guys were very, very good this year. And the Black Reel Award for television in this category goes to Yahya Abdul-Mateen II for Watchmen. So if you had an opportunity to watch the show, he was Dr. Manhattan on the show. And Watchmen, which they announced is not coming back for a second season, as much as I would have loved to have seen this story continue, if all we can get are 10 amazing episodes from HBO and this show, and Damon Lindelof, I'll take it. I just thought that Watchmen, and a couple of the episodes are nominated, but it featured probably for me one of the best hours in television this year, which is nominated, and we'll look at that later on. But this brother, along with Regina King and Jovan Adepo and Louis Gossett, along with Don Johnson and some of the other principals that were on the show, I just thought HBO did an amazing job with all facets of the Watchmen story. Matter of fact, I thought it was so good that the movie, which Zack Snyder produced, that had 6 of the characters that were featured, where I thought 3 of them were interesting and 3 of them were kind of dull. The HBO Watchmen was so powerful that it made me go back with a new appreciation and watch the movie, because it tied it together so seamlessly as a prequel. So that's how good I thought the show was. So, and then the perspective of it being told through Tulsa, Oklahoma, which was the site of Black Wall Street, it being told through the eyes of Regina King, who's a nominee this evening. I thought everything about Watchmen was top notch. And it gave me a sense of pride watching that show this year. I thought they did an amazing job with it. So congratulations to all the nominees, and the winner of top honors is tonight, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II. This brother, man, I'm not gonna say he has a bright future. He's bright right now. He's gonna continue to shine, because I know with Candyman coming up, at some point, whether it's later this year or it gets pushed back again, we will see more of this brother. So congratulations to them. And I'm waiting for a fact check that's coming in right now. No, I'm good. All right, let's move on to the next category. Oh, okay, so I'm good. Yeah, so it's very daunting to try to present while I have audience in my ear, I have what I'm trying to say on my mind, and I have a live fact check that's happening, which I'm not mad at, because if I say something crazy, or if I say something crazy is the wrong word. If I say something inaccurate, there should be a way on the spot to fix it. And thank you for the fact check team over at the Black Reel Awards for television. You guys are getting it done. So our next category is Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy Series. And when we talked earlier, when we had the male side of the actor side, some of the names that are nominated in this category, and I went and watched the work, man, Strange, I'm very, very impressed. So we can save my chatter for later on. So let's go straight to it. Here are the nominees for Outstanding Guest Actress in a Comedy Series. Angela Bassett, a Black Lady Sketch Show. Yvette Nicole Brown, Dear White People. Issa Rae, A Black Lady Sketch Show. Maya Rudolph, The Good Place. And Wanda Sykes, The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. And that's exactly what I was talking about earlier. I wish you could see the smile on my face as I was reading these nominees, because, you know, watching A Black Lady Sketch Show, watching The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel, and The Good Place, man, wow. This is another very challenging category. But the Black Reel Award for Television in this category goes to Maya Rudolph, The Good Place. Wow. Wow. Maya Rudolph, congratulations to her. How many, as I'm saying this out loud, and the fact check team will answer the question, how many wins, how many Black Reel Awards for Television wins is this for Maya Rudolph? Her first. Congratulations. She is her first time winner for A Good Place. Maya Rudolph, for many of our younger audience who does not know, is the daughter of the late great songstress Minnie Riperton. And, you know, she is, you know, from her work as, God, what is the name of the Prince cover band that she's in? I'm talking to fact checker. What's the name of the cover band that she's a part of? From her work there, her work as an actress, her comedy chops on SNL. She is an amazing, multi-talented, I don't want to use the word entertainer. She is awfully good at a lot of different things. She can do drama work well. She can do comedy very well. She sings. Princess is the name of her cover band that sings Prince cover songs. So Maya Rudolph, very, very talented. Congratulations to her. Of course, Angela Bassett, Issa Rae, Yvette Nicole Brown, and I'm leaving one of the other nominees out. Oh, I'm sorry, Wanda Sykes for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. All of these ladies were absolutely amazing, but congratulations to Maya Rudolph. Very, very, my word tonight, and I'll be saying it over and over, is I'm just proud that that there's so many people that are nominated by us who, whether it's they're passed over for other major award shows or not getting the recognition that they deserve, I am glad there's another platform that exists that they can be recognized by a group of professionals who really appreciate and want to acknowledge their work. So congratulations to all the ladies in this category, including Maya Rudolph, who takes home her very first Black Reel Award for Television honors in this category. Our next category is Outstanding Guest Actress in a Drama Series. And without having to repeat the same thing I just said, our nominees in this category are L. Scott Caldwell, All Rise. Felicia Rashad, This Is Us. Jill Scott, Black Lightning. Cree Summer, Queen Sugar. And Cicely Tyson, How to Get Away with Murder. What a category that one is. You know, L. Scott Caldwell, several months ago when I was in LA, as Eddie Murphy was receiving his Lifetime Achievement Award from the Critics' Choice Awards, happened to be in attendance, and I walked up to her, and I've been watching her work on All Rise and could not for the life of me remember. Her face was so familiar, and I talked to her for about 10 minutes. And the joke was that she would not tell me. I was like, I know, I've seen you on a show. Who are you? So every time I see L. Scott Caldwell right now, it just makes me laugh. It makes me smile, because these chance encounters, you don't really have a lot of opportunity to kind of put it together when you bump into people accidentally, or you don't know if you will see them. So I had an occasion to meet her, and this category, as I said, and my apologies because we should announce the winner first, and then I can give commentary. But the Black Real Award for television in this category goes to the Grand Dame, Cicely Tyson, and for How to Get Away with Murder on ABC. Cicely Tyson, my God, I feel like my entire life I've been watching Cicely Tyson, whether it was her early work on television, the autobiography of Jane Pittman, Sounder, Roots. I mean, Cicely Tyson, man, is 94, I think, fact checker, 94 years old and still going strong. She is absolutely amazing. I hear the beat for the fact check. I didn't see anything, so I don't know if I'm correct or not, but I think she's 94 years old, or 95. I'm not sure exactly which one. But Cicely Tyson is absolutely amazing and phenomenal. 95 years old. Thank you, sir. And you look at this list of nominees. You had Cree Summer, who cut her teeth on A Different World. We talked about L. Scott Caldwell already. A lot of these people, Cicely Tyson, I know is somebody who has been Oscar nominated. She is, I'm assuming, at some point has been Emmy nominated during her time. But she is somebody who is a living treasure to us. She's an Emmy winner. My apologies. She's a living treasure. You think about her. You think about people like Sidney Poitier. You think about what Diane Carroll represented. You're talking about folks who are throwbacks to another age when things were much different. Ruby Dee, who was honored today with our 31 Stars and 31 Days tribute. You think of that level of actress, and that's who Cicely Tyson is. And she continues, even at her age of almost a century, that she can still give a performance that will move voters, and she has done it yet again. Congratulations to Cicely Tyson, the team at How to Get Away with Murder, ABC, and last but not least, all the nominees in this category, all the very talented ladies whose work was acknowledged this year. We will not forget you guys. All right. I'm waiting for a fact check to come in, or should I just keep going, fact checker? Because I don't want to step over a break. All right, got it. All right, so our final category in this segment is my apologies. I was told that we're going to a break now. We're going to take a small pause for the cause. You guys are listening to the 4th annual Black Real Awards for television, and we'll be back with more of tonight's honorees, nominees, and winners. All right, and welcome back to the 4th Annual Black Reel Awards for Television. I am Black Reel Award for Television founder, Tim Gordon, Executive Director of the Foundation for the Augmentation of African Americans in Film, which presents not just the Black Reel Awards for Television, but the Black Reel Awards themselves. And it is my joy, as I say every year, that I get a chance to sit here and acknowledge the honorees, the nominees, and ultimately the winners of not just the Black Reel Awards, but the Black Reel Awards for Television. So as I've been saying all night in the first two segments, that every year it seems that these awards become more and more competitive, which is another way of saying that you have a set of great nominees every year because there's so many quality shows that are on television. And the irony of it is that there are years where there may be powerhouse shows that may take a break off, which will open the door for us to introduce, new shows, new honorees. So it is always very unpredictable because from year to year, you never know where you're going with the show. So tonight is another example of that as we look at coming into the night with Insecure. And I want to say was it Blackish that had 10 coming in this night? I apologize because, again, as I said, we're live. So I don't have the information right in front of me. Watchmen, my apologies. Watchmen and Insecure came into the evening with 10 nominations each. You've heard us announce the names of Watchmen. You've heard us announce several in the first two sections or the first two sections. When we talked about Insecure and Watchmen have both gotten a lot of love tonight. I know we had two that were tied with 6. Am I correct? So I'm waiting for fact checker to type that one in. Was it This Is Us and what other show am I wrong again? This is why I love live, because if you got a fact check team in the past, when you didn't have a fact check team, you would say something that would be inaccurate and wouldn't find out until after we were done. And we was like, oh my God, we messed that up. Yeah, but you know, when you're live, you don't want it to be so rigid that it's like I'm reading off of a sheet of paper, but at the same time, you don't want it to be so, that it's so loose that as we talk about these inaccuracies that occur. So I'm stalling, waiting for an answer to come across online because we had two other shows that that received that were underneath Watchmen and Insecure as 2 shows. So thank you. This Is Us at 7. Thank you. And the Clark Sisters with 6 in the television, movie, and limited series category. So as I said, there was a lot of quality this year. So let us continue moving on as we start our third segment with outstanding writing in a drama series. And, if you haven't either listened to us do, either the Black Reel Awards or the Black Reel Awards for Television, or have heard me over the past 11 years on my podcast, Keeping It Real with Film Gordon, You've heard me say often, and saying that as it comes to either television or movies, and story. It's story, story, story. So, when people talk about what is the key to real estate is land, 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 or location, location, location. You can't do anything, whether it's music, whether it's literary, whether it's theater, whether it's film or television, if you've got excuse the phrase, a janky story. And so we'll just say that in all the categories where there's writing tonight, janky are none of these. So I am very happy that writers get a chance to get some love too. And without any further ado, let's find out who the nominees for Outstanding Writing in a Drama Series are. Black Lightning, the Book of Markovia, Chapter 4, Grab the Strap, written by Charles D. Holland and Ashley O'Connelly. Hunters, Ruth 116, Zakiya Alexander, screenwriter. Pose, Never Knew Love Like This Before, Janet Mock and Ryan Murphy, writers. Queen Sugar, Where My Body Stops or Begins, Mike Flynn, writer. And This Is Us, A Hell of a Week, Part 1, John Dorsey, writer. And the Black Reel Award for television in this category goes to A Hell of a Week, Part 1, written by John Dorsey. For those who have not had an opportunity to watch This Is Us, this was an episode arc that they started that I really liked a lot, that explored the relationship between the three characters who are siblings, as all three of them had different issues that they were dealing with. And in A Hell of a Week Part 1, they all go away to spend some time with each other, which is concluded in the not nominated A Hell of a Week Part 2. But hey, we always like how it starts. So congratulations to all of the writers in this category. And it's so great to acknowledge all of them, because as I said, the impetus of any art is in the creation of it. The person who writes the words that characters get to breathe. And John Dorsey, you did an amazing job on this one episode of This Is Us. So we want to commend Mr. Dorsey, the folks over at NBC, the team from This Is Us, and congratulations one more time. Great show. It was a hell of a show, a hell of an episode called The Hell of a Week, Part 1. So on to our next category. Outstanding Writing in a TV, Movie, or Limited Series. Wow, wow, wow. I know one of the nominees is Watchmen. I know another of the nominees is the Clark Sisters. I mean, there was so much great work that was done in the TV, movie, or limited series category. So instead of kind of gushing over it before we start, let's look at the nominees, and then we can actually, I'll have commentary for it after the fact. So the nominees for Outstanding Writing in a TV, movie, or limited series are, of course, the Clark Sisters, the First Ladies of Gospel, written by Sylvia L. Jones and Camille Tucker. Little Fires Everywhere, 70 Cents, Ramla Muhammad, writer. Mrs. America, Shirley, Tanya Barfield, writer. Watchmen, If You Don't Like My Story, Write Your Own, Damon Lindelof and Crystal Henry, writers. And Watchmen, This Extraordinary Being, Damon Lindelof and Cord Jefferson, writers. And the Black Reel Award for television goes to Watchmen, If you don't like my story, write your own, co-written by Damon Lindelof and Crystal Henry. I talked earlier about how good Watchmen was as a one season, 10-story arc, that it actually made me appreciate Zack Snyder's story. The fact that they had 10 nominations and you see so many cases of multiple categories with Watchmen in it, and then the fact that Watchmen has multiple nominees in the category and is still able to win, just displays the quality of what Watchmen was this season. So congratulations to creator Damon Lindelof, who basically was like, I'm good. We won't bring it back for a second season, but thank you for the love. You're winning Black Reel Awards tonight, Mr. Lindelof. You don't want to consider? You don't want to reconsider a second year? Just saying. And Crystal Henry, congratulations. The other episode that was nominated in this category, when I talked earlier about it being the best 1 hour of television I saw this year, was This Extraordinary Being. It was nominated twice tonight. So it did not supersede If You Don't Like My Story, Write Your Own. But congratulations to it and all the writers. As you heard me say earlier, that it becomes redundant, because how much more can I stress the importance of writing? You know, as great as any actor or any director that I love, or any producer who I've loved, you don't have anything if you don't have a good story. You just don't. I don't know how many times I can say that. So congratulations to the team of The Watchmen, HBO, and congratulations to everybody else that was nominated in this category. And let us continue to move and honor the nominees this year for the 4th annual Black Reel Awards for Television. All right, our next category is Outstanding Writing in a Comedy Series. And this is another one that I think the nominees will just basically speak for themselves. So the nominees for Outstanding Writing in a Comedy Series are #BlackAF, hard to believe, but still because of slavery. Allison McDonald, writer. Blackish, Hair Day. Marquita J. Robinson, writer. High Fidelity, Uptown. Zoe Kravitz and E.T. Feinbaum, writers. Insecure, Low Key Happy. Natasha Rothwell, writer. And Insecure, Low Key Moving On. Sarita Singleton, writer. And the Black Reel Award in this category goes to High Fidelity, Uptown. Zoe Kravitz and E.T. Feinbaum, writers. Congratulations to that show. When we came on the air tonight, I announced that High Fidelity was canceled earlier this week. So, wow. So much potential. Not sure exactly whether it was low ratings, whether, the actors decided that, as we talked earlier with Watchmen, that one season was enough. I'm not sure, but I thought High Fidelity, which was the television version, believe it or not, of that starred Zoe Kravitz's mother, co-starred her mother, Lisa Bonet, in the cast of the film. I thought it was really interesting, the tie there and how they were able to make that work. Congratulations to her. Wow, I mean, I guess we can still congratulate the network, despite the fact that the show is no longer with us. Maybe, some of the attention that the show is getting may bring the show back at another network. That's been done before. I'm not sure. But if it is truly one and done for the team at High Fidelity, congratulations on this Black Reel Award that you guys got tonight. And wow, not sure exactly how much more I can add to that. Insecure had a couple episodes that were nominated, including one by a favorite of the leader of our team, Cordell Martin, loves him some Natasha Rothwell. Yes, I put you on blast, brother. Loves him some Natasha Rothwell. So yeah, and I don't think this will be the last time we hear Natasha Rothwell's name, whether it's tonight, whether it's next year. The sister's got, I always hate, as you heard me say earlier, I hate to use the phrase somebody's got a bright future, because they shining right now. You can only get shinier. Your light can only get brighter, but you shining now. So congratulations to all of tonight's nominees. But more importantly, I guess as a parting gift for the team at High Fidelity, Zoe Kravitz and E.T. Feinbaum, congratulations to you. And I think now, is this our final category in this section? Okay, thank you. I heard somebody write "my girl" for Natasha Rothwell. So let's look at the nominees for Outstanding Directing in a TV, Movie, or Limited Series. Earlier, we talked about the importance of a story. And for me, people like to ask me as somebody who has been reviewing and curating and teaching and showcasing film and television over the course of all that time, what do I look for? So for me, movies or stories, whether you heard me talk about music, you heard me talk about literature, theater, television, and movies. To me, it's all the same, that you've got to have, it's not no one thing. I mean, story is important because I think that's kind of like the heartbeat of a project, but you got to have good performances. You got to have good directing. You got to have great producing, and you need great supporting players. And you need a technical team behind the scenes to execute whatever that vision is. So when somebody can bring all those things together to have the sort of acknowledgments that you get tonight, when you get to categories like Outstanding Comedy, Outstanding TV, Movie, or Limited Series, Outstanding Drama. That's the culmination of all these different pieces and elements that we've been talking about all night. So now we move on and praise and start to give props to the directors on television. And let's look at this group that have been nominated for Outstanding Directing in a TV, Movie, or Limited Series. Hollywood, Screen Test, Janet Mock, director. The Clark Sisters, First Ladies of Gospel. Christine Swanson, director. Little Fires Everywhere, Picture Perfect. Nzinga Stewart, director. Watchmen, She Was Killed by Space Junk. Stephen Williams, director. And Watchmen, This Extraordinary Being, Stephen Williams, director. And the Black Reel Award goes to, fingers crossed, oh yeah, the best 1 hour of television. I've been talking about it all night. Here we go. This Extraordinary Being by Stephen Williams. This episode, which told the origins of the first Watchmen in the Minutemen, which were the precursor to the Watchmen. This was a story that surprised me when I watched it, because as a fan of the Watchmen, and you look at the opening credits with Bob Dylan's Time Is A-Changing, he gave you in that, 3, 4, 5 minute opening, kind of a overview of what the Minutemen, which became the Watchmen, were. This episode, I think, took that opening montage and developed it down to show you where the origins of the very first hero or superhero who came out of this universe, which I thought was tremendously done and much a surprise to me on how Damon Lindelof and his team pulled it off. So congratulations to Stephen Williams. Again, as a voter, I can have favorites, man. So, I remember one of our voters called me out one time and said, man, you can't be showing such enthusiasm for some of this stuff, people would think you in the bag. No, I'm not in the bag. I don't vote. I mean, can I stand on the sidelines with some pom-poms sometimes on shows I like? So yeah, I was a big fan of Watchmen. So I don't hide that fact. And I'm very, very pleased with Stephen Williams and the team, as I said earlier, Watchmen, who came into the night with 10 nominations. Fact checker, how many is that tonight so far? Because I know we call Watchmen's name. Is that at least the third one it's won tonight? I'm not really sure. So fact checker is going to let me know. Okay, so I'm correct. So that's the third win for Watchmen tonight. Congratulations to all of the nominees in this category. My thinking, it's always been consistent that to make it to be a nominee is an amazing thing, you know. And it just shows that your work is being acknowledged. Everybody doesn't get to take hardware home. Hell, in my entire life, I don't know how much stuff I've been nominated for. I think I've won one award in my entire life, and I've given away countless awards for almost 20 years or over 20 years, and I've won one. So, you know, hey, it is what it is. But congratulations to all of the winners in this category. And if you were able to see my face, you would see this big beaming smile that I have on it, because we have been waiting to unveil these nominees and winners for the last 6 weeks. So very, very happy that the work of so many amazing individuals gets to be acknowledged and showcased this evening. Our next category is Outstanding Directing in a Comedy Series. And since I talked so much about the importance of directing, I will simply say the nominees for Outstanding Directing in a Comedy Series are #BlackAF, Still Because of Slavery, Rashida Jones, director. #AF, Yo, Between You and Me, This Is Because of Slavery, Kenya Barris, director. Blackish, Hair Day, Anya Adams, director. Dear White People, Chapter 5, Cheryl Dunn, director. Wow, and Insecure, Low Key Moving On, Stella Meghe, director. Wow, that's tough. Wow, you have Rashida Jones, Kenya Barris, Stella, and Cheryl all in the same category. Wow. And the Black Reel Award for television in this category goes to, wow, Dear White People, Chapter 5, Cheryl Dunn, director. I thought it was really interesting that the first 3 nominees in this category were all from shows executive produced by Kenya Barris. So 2 for #BlackAF and then 1 for Blackish. And then we had, of course, Cheryl Dunn for Dear White People. And then there was Stella Meghe, I think it's Meghe, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name incorrectly. If I am, my apologies. But she's a sister whose work I have been checking out. You know, Gina the Joneses, The Photograph early this year. This sister is very, very talented, man. And love her style, love how she makes movies, her storytelling. But Cheryl Dunn, who has directed, she's also directing the Whitney Houston biopic that was recently announced. Cheryl Dunn is somebody whose work I've checked out for years. I forget the name of her landmark first film that she put out, but I know recently she has been one of the directors that has been working on Queen Sugar over the last 3 seasons. So, you know, as I said earlier, this is a heavyweight, you know, to become a nominee and to become one of the 5. The work you're doing is absolutely amazing. And if the public doesn't know, trust me, we are looking at it. Her debut film, the one that I fell in love with, was Watermelon Woman. So congratulations to Cheryl Dunn, to the cast of Dear White People, Of course, Netflix, congratulations to you for getting that out there based on the movie that, oh my God, I'm looking at the brother's face who we interviewed for the movie, Simeon. Um, Justin, thank you. Justin Simeon. Hey, man, I'm talking to the audience, but I'm talking to fact checker too. You realize I'm on the fly. I don't have a piece of paper. So everything I'm telling you, it's, to use a hip hop term, it's coming off the dome. I'm freestyle spitting here with facts. So, if you listening at home and it sounds like, I just got an LOL. If you listening at home and it sounds like I don't know what I'm talking about, I want you to know I wish if you could switch the screen for a minute to show there are no notes over here. Look like, oh, the hype man. It's funny. The hype man is giving me love, but I'm like, man, we are getting this thing done. So this is institutional memory. But yes, I want to congratulate everybody in this category, man. These guys were absolutely fantastic, which moves us to, I think, our final category in this segment. Am I correct? I am correct. And we've talked so much about directing. We've looked at directing in comedy. We've looked at directing in television, movies, a limited series. So without any further ado, let us take a look in the drama categories, who the directors were, and let's look at the work or acknowledge the work that these individuals were nominated for. The nominees are Godfather of Harlem, by whatever means necessary, John Ridley, director. Hunters, Ruth 116, Millicent Shelton, director. Pose, In My Heels, Janet Mock, director. Queen Sugar, I Am, Ayoka Chinzira, director. And This Is Us, A Hell of a Week, Part 1, Kevin Hook, director. And the Black Reel Award for television goes to, oh yeah, Pose, In My Heels, Janet Mock, director. Janet Mock. Is this Janet Mock's first Black Reel Award win? As we wait for fact checker, and it is. Congratulations to Janet Mock, who wins her first Black Reel Award for television in the directing category for a show. And she's the first woman, from what I understand, to ever have won in this category. So congratulations to her. The competition was stiff, again, as it is. But Pose is a show that has done tremendously well with our awards over the last 2 years. Waiting for fact checker to jump in. Over the last 2 years, I think, hugely popular. It beat out some amazing shows. Thank you. I was correct. It beat out some amazing shows, as you can tell. So congratulations to Janet Mock. Congratulations to the team at Pose. Pose is on what network? Because I didn't have access to that. Maybe I missed that. Is Pose? I'm not sure. I don't want to throw out a title or a name of a streaming service or a network. Okay. My fact checker is not giving me anything on, I'm sorry, FX. My apologies, I didn't even look. So congratulations to the team over at FX, as well as all of our the nominees. Millicent Shelton, we see you. You keep on doing the quality work that you're doing. But yeah, so we're gonna take a break right now, and we'll be back with more of the 4th annual Black Reel Awards for television. You guys, if you're listening at home, invite some people, man. Let the folks know that the Black Reel Awards for television is going on, and you can check it out right now. If you got Twitter, it's being updated as the show is progressing. So you don't want to miss that. We'll be right back. All right, and welcome back to the 4th annual Black Real Awards for Television. I am Tim Gordon. I am loving this these breaks that are built in on a live Facebook, on a Facebook Live, I should say. This was the 4th segment for the 4th annual Black Real Awards for Television that are taking place for the first time on Facebook Live and being streamed through, I think, Black Real Awards on Facebook. It's being streamed at the Lakefront Film Festival on Facebook. Fact checker, is it being streamed anywhere else? I'm not sure. I know those two. It's being streamed, and is it being streamed and also on our foundation page, the FAF? If you go to FAF at Facebook, it's being streamed on that page as well. So I want to welcome all those audiences, people from around the world that may be listening. Is there a way we're checking numbers? I'm not sure. I was going to ask that question at some point during our break, because I want to, do we have any idea of how many people are checking us out right now? I posed that question to fact checker. The invisible, I should call you eye in the sky, because that's basically what you are, more so than anything else. But man, so far tonight, it has been an amazing evening. We are broadcasting live. I think we started maybe several minutes late. I think we went on air. We had publicly said that we would start at 8 o'clock. I think we started around 8:05. So we are almost 2 hours in to our broadcast this evening as we honor and acknowledge the nominees for the 4th annual Black Real Awards for Television, where we have excellence in front of and behind the screen, on the small screen, which is now the streaming screen. So let us continue to move on as our amazing team is checking to find out how far the show is being reached tonight. My next category are going to be, from what I understand, all of our lead categories. And up first is Outstanding Actress in a Comedy Series. And, you know, you heard me say earlier that the story is very important, and how the writer is kind of the heartbeat. The director is the person that kind of is the orchestrator. The actors kind of, you know, take their parts, and then they grab the baton, and then the directors kind of prod them on. The supporting actors are the ones earlier we talked about who support the lead performances. These are the lead performances. These are the folks who are responsible, whether it's as outstanding actresses or actors, for delivering the performances and bringing everything that we talked about to fruition with a story. So the nominees, let's look at the nominees for Outstanding Actress in a Comedy Series. And the nominees are Logan Browning, Dear White People; Zoe Kravitz, High Fidelity; Rashida Jones, #BlackAF; Issa Rae, Insecure. And Tracy Ellis Ross, Blackish. And the Black Reel Award for television goes to, wow, Issa Rae, Insecure. Man, Issa's having a great year. You know, of course, the fine work that she did as a key component on Insecure. She had Lovebirds early this year. Of course, we talked about her being nominated for a guest performance in a Black Lady sketch show. Does Issa have a second movie that she was in? Or is there something that Issa's supposed to be doing? I know recently it was announced earlier this week that her and Jordan Peele are going to team up for an upcoming film that we probably won't see into either 2021 or 22. And she was also in The Photograph. So Issa Rae has just been rolling this year. She is expanding her footprint. And when I heard news of her deal with Jordan Peele, I was like, okay, you've got two super creators. One coming from, I guess, Jordan Peele, has done films that are more of a kind of a cultural horror bend, where you have Issa Rae, who comes from a comedy bend. So it's going to be very interesting to see what the two of them can concoct together, where they can, is there a central meeting place that both can bring their sensibilities in order to really create something special? I'm looking forward to it. So congratulations to Issa Rae. Tracy Ellis Ross, who has been kind of very consistent in this category over the years, as well. Logan Browning, who was nominated. I'm not sure if she has been nominated any more than once, but you know, some of these names are actresses. It's her third nomination, right? So Logan Browning is also someone who has been very consistent in this category. But Issa Rae, you know, the combination of the 10 nominations that Insecure had this year, the critical acclaim, the way that Insecure was treated this year reminds me a lot of Atlanta from maybe its first 2 years, where people really got behind that show. And, you know, you talk about Donald Glover, you compare to Issa Rae as these creative forces who are the people behind the shows, who also star in the shows, and then bring together these ensembles of people who are so identified with these shows. So congratulations to her. Congratulations to everyone there, the team at HBO again, to Insecure again. Is this Insecure's second win of the night? Yes, thank you. So it's Insecure's second win of the night. Congratulations to them. They came into the night along with Watchmen with 10 nominations. I know Watchmen has won 3, Insecure has won 2. And let's keep it going and find out final tally. What are we going to be looking at as we move into the next category, which is Outstanding Actor in a Comedy Series? And let's look at the nominees. Our first nominee is Anthony Anderson for Blackish. Don Cheadle, Black Monday. That picture made me laugh. Deron Horton, Dear White People. The man that just bought an XFL league, Dwayne Johnson, Ballers. And Tracy Morgan for The Last OG. Man, whew. All right, so the Black Reel Award for television goes to, wow, Don Cheadle for Black Monday. Wow. That was an interesting category as well. I know that Anthony Anderson has been nominated all 4 years that we've had the Black Reel Awards for television for Blackish. But Don Cheadle, who was a winner last year in this very same category, wins for the second year in a row. Brother is just steady, man. I mean, Don Cheadle, you know, we've been talking, or you heard me talk earlier that one of the series that we launched was 31 Stars in 31 Days, which was a takeoff of TCM, Turner Classic Movies, Summer Under the Stars. Our version, if we were doing it featuring all Black actors. Don Cheadle is on the list for one of the 31 days. And when we get to Don Cheadle, you're going to see how varied his career was, whether it was him in films like Colors, to him being War Machine, to, to him, I mean, being Mouse and Devil in the Blue Dress. This brother right here, there are so many talented, multi-talented people, man, who are able to literally submerge themselves or immerse themselves into a character. Like, you know, you a writer will write a character on a piece of paper and they read it and go, yeah, I can do that. Give me that one. I can bring something extra to that. And it feels like that's what he's done to Black Monday. Black Monday is a show which started, I think its pilot episode was the crash of 1987, the stock market crash of 87. And Cheadle and Regina Hall and the talented team of writers and folks over at Showtime who have kind of created this show have done an amazing job, led by this gentleman who has won tonight. Congratulations to Don Cheadle. Congratulations to all the other nominees in this category. And let's keep the party going. Don Cheadle, 2 years in a row, he has gone back to back. All right, our next category is Outstanding Actress in a TV, movie, or limited series. And this one, by far, I talked earlier about categories which are the hardest to judge. This was the one when I made the statement earlier about if you blindfolded yourself and picked up a rock, anybody you hit could win in this category. So let us check out the nominees for Outstanding Actress in a TV, movie, or limited series. Nominees are Viola Davis, live in front of a studio audience, All in the Family, Good Times. Anjanae Ellis, The Clark Sisters, First Ladies of Gospel. Regina King, Watchmen. Octavia Spencer, Self-Made, inspired by the life of Madam C.J. Walker. And last but not least, oh my God, Kerry Washington, Little Fires Everywhere. I'm just gonna go down on record by saying that in the 4 years we've done this show, there has never been a category more competitive than that. You got Kerry Washington, Viola Davis, Regina King, Octavia Spencer, and who am I leaving out? Who did I leave out? And Anjanae Ellis, all in the same category. Insane. Insane. So the Black Reel Award for television goes to, oh yeah. Like I said, there are no losers in this category. Regina King for Watchmen. Regina King, how many wins is that for Regina King? I'm waiting on a fact checker right now. That's it, and is that in the television? Is that in the Black Reel Awards for television? Okay. Regina King has just won in the 4 years that we've done the Black Reel Awards for television. She just won her 5th Black Reel Award for television. Regina King is a sister who I've interviewed and met and talked to. But the same can be said for Viola Davis. The same can be said for Octavia Spencer. I'm not sure if I've ever had a conversation with Kerry Washington, and I know I've had a conversation with Anjanae Ellis. And I can say that each one of these women to a person are all amazing women. They're all strong Black women, strong women, not just Black women. But Regina King is somebody whose career I think really took off. And the joke has always been that, you were Brenda Jenkins in like almost like 30 some years ago. She grew up from Brenda Jenkins. So we've watched Regina King grow up from her work on 227 to her first movie role in Boys in the Hood. And then as she matured in films like Higher Learning, Poetic Justice, Down to Earth. I can track Regina King's career through the movies she's made all this time. Jerry Maguire, when she finally wanted, finally to mainstream America, broke through. And then as the Black Reel Awards, and then later the Black Reel Awards for television were coming into age, Regina King is somebody who has been immensely popular, immensely likable. She is someone who, her fifth, so let me say it one more time. This is her fifth win in 4 years that we've done the Black Reel Awards for television. She's almost like automatic, and that was in a category. And as I just heard, she ties Angela Bassett for the most wins in this category. So when we say the fifth win in 4 shows, she's won this award a couple of times. She's won other awards, but Regina King is just a force of nature as an actress. You think about her Oscar-nominated work in *A Beale Street Can Talk*. She also has her directorial debut that's going to be Oscar-winning. Yes, I just said that. She also has her directorial debut, One Night in Miami, that is supposed to be debuting at the Toronto International Film Festival in September. So congratulations to Regina King. Never get tired of saying that. No matter how many times we've had to say it over the years, whether it's the Black Reel Awards, the Black Reel Awards for television, but that's just pretty special, man. So, but Octavia Spencer, Viola Davis, Anjanae Ellis, and Kerry Washington, none of them are slouches. Please don't get it twisted. None of them are slouches. So, wow, it's an amazing category, man, which moves us now to Outstanding Actor in a TV, Movie, and Limited Series. And the nominees in this category are Andre Braugher, live in front of a studio audience, All in the Family, Good Times. Andre Holland, The Eddie. Alano Miller, Cherish the Day. Jeremy Pope, Hollywood. And Blair Underwood, Self-Made, inspired by the life of Madam C.J. Walker. And the Black Reel Award for television goes to, wow. Another wow. Here's another brother, man. When you talk about somebody who has been in the game, has been putting in work, Blair Underwood, Self-Made, inspired by the life of Madam C.J. Walker. And just as you heard me talking about Regina King, Blair Underwood, I think the first time I ever saw Blair as an actor, he played Russell Simmons in Crush Groove. That was it 1985, 87, something like that? Man, and he's another actor. I've watched him in movies. I've watched him when he had a short-lived show where he was a head physician in City of Angels with Vivica A. Fox back in the day. And just watching Blair, who incidentally, we have the exact same birthday. I'm not sure if I'm a year older than him or if he's a year older than me, but brother is an amazing actor, man. So I got a chance to spend some time with him and swap birthday tales, but he's another brother, man. Congratulations to him, as well as everybody in this category. And I just want to also make note that Jeremy Pope, who received his first Black Reel Award for television nomination, man, was he good in Hollywood. The Ryan Murphy, I guess it was a one season arc. I'm not sure if it was a limited series, if they're bringing it back. But Jeremy Pope was awfully good. Limited series, thank you. So yeah, he deserves some special acknowledgement, because not to say that if I had a vote that I would have voted for him or against him, but I just thought that he stood out to me so much in that show. So I just wanted to make sure we acknowledge him. But I want to congratulate not just Blair Underwood, who took home the win tonight, but everybody in these categories, because as I said, once you make a top 5, you have done some great work, and to be acknowledged, I think sometimes is the prize, even more so than the prize itself. Said by a person who told you earlier that I've only won one award in my lifetime. All right, our next category is Outstanding Actress in a Dramatic Series or in a Drama Series. And this is another one that I'm afraid for because we've got several first timers, I think, that are in this category. So let's take a look at the nominees for Outstanding Actress in the Drama Series. Viola Davis, How to Get Away with Murder. She is not the first timer. This is the first timer. Simone Missick for All Rise. Janelle Monáe for Homecoming. Retina Wesley, Queen Sugar. And Zendaya for Euphoria. Now, before we announce this, am I correct in saying that since the formation of the Black Reel Awards for Television, Retina Wesley has won this award the first 3 years we've done this? Would I be correct in saying that? Okay, I am correct. Let's see if Retina Wesley can continue her streak, because every year she comes up against lionesses and queens, and every year she's able to hold them off. But this year, the Black Reel Award goes to, is it? No. And finally, there's an upset in this category, and Zendaya from Euphoria and HBO take it home and finally wrestle the crown away from Queen Rutina. Man, this one is a surprise to me because it's a show that I haven't had an opportunity to really spend a lot of time watching. I've heard the buzz. I've seen Zendaya from her work in the MCU and some of the other things that she's done. She is definitely a sister on the come up. Now, when I say on the come up, to me, Zendaya would be on the come up as an actress, because I'm not sure, even if does she have more than, fact checking, does she have more than 5 credits right now, more than 5 television or film credits combined? Or is she still relatively new in the game right now? Because outside of seeing her in a couple of the Spider-Man films, I can't really put my finger on. She has a few movie credits. All right, okay. I'm not saying I have it all under control, but I watch a lot of stuff. So if I haven't seen a lot of you, either I've missed something or you got some stuff going on. The Greatest Showman. All right, I saw that. 2 Spider-Man movies, so that's 3. And I'm waiting on some additional information right now as we talk about her. But congratulations to Zendaya. Wow, man, you in the category with Viola Davis, you in the category and 2 shows on Disney. All right, so maybe that's why I haven't seen a lot of Zendaya. But I've said all night that, and she just earned her first Emmy nomination. So congratulations to her. When we talked earlier about there's certain people who've been around for a number of years that we don't call them overnight successes or talk about their future is ahead of them. Zendaya, I will amend by saying that I think depends on the arc of the characters that she will choose, but it's good to see nice young actresses. American actress, am I correct? Fact checker, American? Because this is also interesting because when you start looking at what we call, yes, thank you. When we start thinking about young actors, and when I say young, I'm talking about actors that are between 20 and 30. We don't have a deep bench of actors that are making that transition to the big screen. So it's going to be interesting, but I think Zendaya is one who definitely, as we talked earlier, has had some credits in The Greatest Showman, a couple of roles in a couple of Spider-Man films. And I think she's someone who definitely is going to be somebody that we're going to be hearing more of, or at least I hope so, because the list of actors that were once upon a time hot that we can't find right now. Hollywood's a competitive business, and so what have you done? When I say Hollywood as is in television or Hollywood as it is as in film, it's a tough business, man. I mean, so so we hope to hear more from Zendaya in the future, and congratulations to her, as well as all the nominees in this category, the team at Euphoria and HBO as well. So I want to make sure we always acknowledge the networks that these shows run on. And our next category is outstanding actor in a drama series, which will be the last one in this category. And, you know, all the superlatives usually happen after we find out who the nominees are. So let's take a look at the nominees in this category. Sterling K. Brown, This Is Us. Nicholas Pinnock, For Life. Billy Porter, Pose. Kofi Siriboe, Queen Sugar. And Forrest Whitaker, The Godfather of Harlem. And the Black Reel Award for television for Outstanding Actor in a Drama Series is Sterling K. Brown for This Is Us. Fact checker, how many wins is that for Sterling K. Brown in this category? It's almost like I'm very lazy that I didn't check this. Okay, this is his third win. He has won every year except for last year. Am I correct? When Billy Porter beat him last year. That's correct. So, you know, Billy Porter took out Sterling K. Brown to stop his streak at 2 in a row, and Sterling K. Brown came back and wrestled the crown away from Billy Porter 1 year later. But Sterling K. Brown, when you talk about money, that dude has gotten it done year in and year out. Even the night when he got nominated as a guest actor or guest performer for The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. Hey man, that brother's good, man. That brother is awfully good. How many categories do we have left from my fact check team? I love this eye in the sky and just kind of spit it out and like some information comes back to you. 5 categories left. 5 categories left. We're going to take a break right now. I'm about to take a drink. It won't be alcohol. But if you drinking alcohol at home, or you eating food, or you sitting pins and needles trying to figure this out, coming up, I think we're going to look at, okay, it says music, so I'm assuming there's a music category. We're going to look at outstanding television documentary, outstanding limited series, outstanding comedy, and outstanding drama. So all night long, it has been leading, and we've talked about the various elements, whether it's supporting acting, directing, producing, writing. It all leads to the next 5 categories. You don't want to miss it. We're going to take a break right now. You keep it where you got it. Get something to eat. Move around. Do your business during this break. We will be right back. All right, and welcome back to the Black Rail Awards for Television, the 4th annual Black Rail Awards for Television. Just looking at some political news that has nothing to do with our show tonight, so I'm leave that alone. All right, as we talked about going into break, you know, all night long, the anticipation has been building for these final 5 categories. As we talk about the elements, you know, for an older audience, when we talk about the elements, people think earth, wind, and fire. When I talk about the elements, I'm talking about the elements that go together to create art, whether I'm creating a book that I really enjoy reading, whether I'm creating music that I enjoy reading, film, television, theater, whatever we're creating. You have to have all these elements that are put together. And this category to me is very important. I would love to see us kind of expand and give more credence to music if we could figure out a way responsibly in order to make that happen. But right now we have kind of consolidated everything into the outstanding music category. And I think, if I'm correct, fact checker, that this award is given to the composer. Am I correct? Or the scorer. So like a lot of this is about score. So it's usually, I get these two confused. I know when we're doing the movies, it's easy because the song is either written and composed or written and produced. So it's the music supervisor, excuse me, that gets the love in this category. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the nominees for outstanding music in a television show. First up is the Clark Sisters, the First Ladies of Gospel. High Fidelity. Insecure. Watchmen. And finally, Wu-Tang, An American Saga. And the Black Reel Award for television goes to the music supervisor from, of course, the Clark Sisters, the First Ladies of Gospel, which was on Lifetime. This film told the story of the Clark Sisters over the course of one night. This one to me feels, you know, again, I have no vote in here, but between it and the Wu-Tang Clan, if this would have gone to any show that didn't have lots of music or wasn't about music, I'd have been like, hey. But this was actually very, very good selection. The Clark Sisters was a show that got a lot of critical acclaim. And I'm laughing because I was told during a break that my ums were too hot. So I'm trying to limit the ums that I issue. But congratulations to Clark Sisters, the First Ladies of Gospel, that team, the team at Lifetime. And I just did it again. All the nominees in this category and all the different music supervisors. What was the name of the music supervisor for the Clark Sisters, First Ladies of Gospel? As I wait. Uh-oh. Okay, I'm trying to find the music supervisor for the Clark Sisters, First Ladies of Gospel. Thank you. I was given 1 second. Oh, I threw the fact checker off. You weren't ready for that one. So we should have had the names of these music supervisors so that we could have acknowledged the work these folks had done, because the music is crucial, especially in these limited series where the story is not just about the principles behind the music, but the music they created themselves. So once we get that information, I will come back and give that person acknowledgement. But yes, congratulations to all the nominees in this category and all the different music supervisors that were acknowledged tonight. Let's move on to our next category. I got the sound check team, the fact check team doing multiple work right now. And the nominees for outstanding television, documentary, or special. This is another one that, if we talked earlier about outstanding actress in a drama, This one right here, my God, man, this was tough. This was a tough category to kind of gauge, but it gives you an idea of the level of docs that were being produced last year. So I can riff about this a little later on, but let's look at the nominees for Outstanding Television Documentary or Special. Okay, from Netflix, the documentary about Michelle Obama, based on her book. The documentary was called Becoming. All right, based on several books as well as, you know, the behind the scenes story of Berry Gordy, Smokey Robinson, as well as the galaxy of stars who comprise Hitsville, the making of Motown. The story of the last season of the Chicago Bulls' historic second three-peat in 1998 was the subject of The Last Dance on ESPN. And the salute to, you know, I don't know, my third favorite artist of all time, Let's Go Crazy, the Grammy salute to Prince that aired on CBS. And the controversial story on Netflix, I think, was a 4-part series based on what was the guy? It was a tour guide who turned investigator to uncover the mystery of who killed Malcolm X for Netflix. And the Black Reel Award for television in this category, which all 5 of these I thought were very special. The Black Reel Award in this category goes to, man, everybody still loves Mike, The Last Dance on ESPN. But wow, man, that's still a great category because I thought Becoming with Michelle Obama was great. Of course, I'm a student of history and I understand intuitively what these gentlemen did for Motown Records, and that to document that again while they're both still here and alive, I thought was pretty special. Who Killed Malcolm X was a personal story because Malcolm is a hero of mine, and the fact that much of the investigation centered in the town that I was born in, it helped raise the attention of it kind of answer questions that I'd explored for 5 decades, and inside of a documentary, it kind of helped me out. And what was the last documentary that was in there that I missed? I always can grab 4 out of the 5, and I missed one. So I was stalling. Oh, of course, and you know, what can I say about Prince, man? It hasn't been said already. The Grammy salute for Prince. I mean, the only way that Grammy salute would have been better if Prince was alive and had done it himself. But The Last Dance, of course, much hyped, very critically acclaimed. This behind the scenes view of Jordan's last year and then all of the stories that went into that. So congratulations to The Last Dance. Congratulations to ESPN. I don't know what else I can say about that one. So let us move on to our next category. Before we go to that, I know earlier I was asking about the music supervisors that we awarded for the Clark sisters. And I just want to acknowledge Marianne Good, who was music supervisor on that film, and Emma Rose Isley, who was also a music supervisor. And I'm just going to step out there and guess that if your last name is Isley and it's around music supervising, I would hope that there's some connection to Emma Rose Isley and the Isley brothers. I would hope. So I don't know. I could be wrong. But, you know, I think music and Isley, and I can always lead and put that together. So fact check team, if you get a chance, you don't have to do that one tonight. But we should know that in case that question comes up. So our next category is the Outstanding TV Movie or Limited Series. And we've talked all night about the quality of these shows and these series. So you don't have to hear me repeat that. So let's just go straight to the nominees in this category. Our first nominee is the Clark Sisters, the First Ladies of Gospel from Lifetime. Hollywood from Netflix. Little Fires Everywhere, Hulu. Self-Made, inspired by the life of Madam C.J. Walker, Netflix. And Watchmen, from HBO. And the outstanding drama of, the outstanding TV, movie, or limited series goes to Watchmen. Oh yeah. I mean, we've been talking all night about Watchmen and how special of a show it was. How many awards is that for Watchmen overall? 5. Congratulations. The Watchmen came into the night with 10 nominations. Judging, I don't think it is up. Is it up for any additional awards tonight? This is a lot of fun. Nope. So Watchmen goes 5 for 10 tonight. I mean, that's not bad at all. It came in with 10 nominations. It has won 5 times tonight, including Regina King for Outstanding Actress in a TV, movie, or limited series. Her co-star Yahya Abdul-Mateen II was a winner. It won for directing, and it also won for writing. So it did pretty well tonight. I mean, so congratulations to HBO, Watchmen, and all the parties involved with that show, Damon Lindelof and everyone. So congratulations, Regina King. Wow, job well done. Very good. All right, so it takes us to the last 2 categories of our show, and Outstanding Comedy Series is up next. The heavy favorite tonight, of course, was Insecure, that much like Watchmen came into the night with 10 nominations. So let's take a look at the nominees in this category for Outstanding Comedy Series. Ballers from HBO. Blackish from ABC. Dear White People from Netflix. High Fidelity from Hulu. Insecure, HBO. And the Black Reel Award for Outstanding Comedy for the 4th Annual Black Reel Awards goes to, oh yes, the favorite, Insecure, HBO. Insecure won how many Black Reel Awards for television tonight? As we salute this amazing show. And it was his 3rd win of the night. So it won a 1/3 of the awards that it was nominated for tonight. So congratulations to Issa Rae, who keeps the momentum going. Everything about this show has her fingerprints on it, as a show based on her YouTube short, The Awkward Black Girl, that she has transformed into Insecure. She has created a world in South Central LA with her ensemble featuring Jay Rothwell, Amanda Seales, Yvonne Orji, Jay Ellis, and so many. And I'm leaving. Am I leaving somebody out? Rothwell, Seales, Orji? No, that's her girls. Her girls as well as Jay Ellis. And what's the gentleman's name? Neil Brown, who was on point tonight, also a nominee. So Insecure, congratulations again to HBO. HBO took home the Outstanding TV, movie, and limited series, the Outstanding Comedy. Does HBO have a nominee for Outstanding Drama this year? I'm trying to set it up because, again, a lot of this stuff I don't know, so I have to ask questions. Does HBO have anybody or have a project that's going to be in our final category tonight? Because so far, between these two, you have won 2 of the top prizes tonight. So congratulations so far to HBO. I'm not sure because I haven't got an answer yet on whether there's another HBO show that's in our final category, in the drama category. So let us now move on to our final category tonight. Okay, so no, they do not have one. And I'm saying thank God for everybody else because HBO has been killing it. And the nominees for Outstanding Drama Series are All Rise from CBS, a first-time show. Another first-time show, Godfather of Harlem from Epic. And yet another freshman show, For Life from ABC. And not a first-time show, at least a second year that Pose has been nominated for Best Drama. Nope, I was wrong on that one. And finally, I'm sorry, I was right, thank you. And our final nominee, which is the fourth of the five nominees and the fourth one to be a first-time nominee. It is from Hulu, and it is the Wu-Tang, an American Saga. So we've got one show that has been nominated once previously, so it's a two-time nominee in Pose, and four first-timers. And the Black Reel Award for Television for Best Drama goes to the show that's been here before, Pose from FX. Congratulations. Is this Pose's second win in a row for Best Drama? Oh, no, it is not. Okay. All right. It didn't win. I thought it won last year for Best Drama. So congratulations to Pose. This Is Us won last year. So congratulations to Pose for winning their first Outstanding Drama Series. Okay, I was right. So Pose, which was the only one of the five shows that was nominated, that actually was a nominee previously. We talked earlier about the amazing turnover. I did not know that we had four freshman shows that were nominated for Best Drama this year. So, you talk about an election that sometimes a candidate comes along that people just want change. Wow, did they want change in the Best Drama this year? So This Is Us didn't get in. So, man, congratulations to Pose. Congratulations to Insecure, and congratulations to Watchmen. Before we leave, how many did Pose win tonight? There it is. All right, so Pose takes home 2 tonight, along with Saturday Night Live, This Is Us. Insecure with 3 wins, Watchmen 5 wins, and of course, congratulations to All American, Black Monday, The Clark Sisters, First Ladies Gospel, Euphoria, Godfather of Harlem, The Good Place, High Fidelity, How to Get Away with Murder, The Last Dance, Little Fires Everywhere, Self-Made, inspired by the life of Madam C.J. Walker, and Westworld. All righty. So first of all, the show, we are now almost 2.5 hours into this broadcast. I want to thank everyone who tuned in tonight from wherever you tuned into. And as we leave, I want to leave the same way we came. I want to thank the amazing team that is behind producing tonight's broadcast, making sure that we stayed on point with our facts and figures. To you, the audience, from wherever you are, and especially to all of my people from the mighty island of Jamaica who are partying hard tonight, celebrating the 58th Independence / Emancipation Day. Woo, love my folks in Jamaica. I really do. And last but not least, I want to thank all the professionals who voted. As a part of our Black Reel Award for Television Voting Academies. Couldn't have done it without you. And special acknowledgement goes out to the band leader behind the scenes, the man they call C Movie, Cordell Martin, nominating chairperson for the Black Reel Awards for Television, who makes sure that he and team keep it together. Thank you for everything. And we hope to see you guys next year. Thank you guys for being here for the 4th annual Black Reel Awards for Television. I'm Tim Gordon, and you guys have a good night.